Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and I'm in Group 22 here to present our hotel reservation system. So in our hotel reservation system, it's basically going to help users to book rooms, to check the available rooms in the hotel and their various prices, and to allow them to also cancel already booked rooms or already made reservations. So in this first section of the video, we are going to discuss the room structure, the type of rooms, and how the rooms are going to appear with their numbers, their prices, and to also show their availability. So with this first section over here, which is hashtag include stdio.h, this is a standard library. And with standard libraries, we are referring to functions like printf and scanf, which is for input and outputs. Now, if we move on to the second line, we have hashtag include stdbool.h. So now this is used for Boolean values, and this is to track whether a room is available or not. Now, if we move on to the fourth line, we have hashtag define rooms 5. So now hashtag define is to create a constant named max rooms, which sets the number of rooms to 5. And with this, it can later be edited to, let's say, 20 rooms, 30 rooms, 50 rooms, depending on the number of rooms a hotel can provide. Now, if we move on to the next section of the code, we'll be defining the room. And this combines different pieces of data, which includes the room number, whether the room is available, and the price. So if you move to this keyword over here, this little keyword over here, type defstruct, this is just a keyword for us to give to the room. So now with this section, we start with the int room number. So this right here is to store the room number, and we are using int because the room numbers are dealing with integers. So let's say room 101, room 202, room 303. So those are integers. And if we move on, we have char type or char type 20. So this is to store the type of room, whether the room is going to be a suite, a single, a deluxe, an executive room, or whichever room that are available in the hotel. Now with BOOL, this is to track whether a room is free or occupied, or if a room has been booked or not. That's the use of this particular section of the code. I will move on to the 11th line. We have float price. So this is to store the price of the room per night. And the reason why we are using float is because we are dealing with money, and money has decimals in them. So we'll use floats in case maybe a room might be 0.5, 0.6, or whichever the price may be. So now if we continue, we'll be moving on to creating our array for rooms, which is this section right here. So this line creates an array called rooms that holds 5 room structures, thanks to the max room slots we made earlier on. So with each slot, there is an array which one hotel room will be ready to be filled with data later on, as you can see. So from here, I'll like to leave the rest.
So continuing with our code from line 18 to 22, we have the void initialize rooms, void display rooms, void book room to bracket int room number, void cancel reservation to bracket int room number, and bool is room available to bracket int room number. So all these things you see here from line 18 to 22 of our code are basically the function prototypes. And what this does is it promises the compiler that the functions will later be defined. Yeah, that's what they do. They promise the compiler that the functions they see there will later be defined in the code. So now we move on to the meaning of the void you see here from line 18 to 21. The void you see here means that the function does not return anything. That's the meaning. The function does not return anything. And the bool And the int you see here specifies the type of data the function needs. Maybe if the function needs a room number or anything, that's what it does. It specifies the type of data. So now we move on to the main function setup. But before we move on to the main function setup, the reason why we use function prototypes is to help organize the code. Although the compiler knows these functions exist, even if their full definitions come later, you have to use them so that you already give the compiler an assurance that the functions will later be defined. So yeah, so we move to the main function setup. That's the int main, which I can say is the heart of the program. That's the entry point of the program. All the program starts running from here. So we move on to the int choice. The choice stores the user's menu selection. The int choice, it stores the user's menu selections. Then room number. So the room number holds the room number the user wants to book or cancel. That's what it does. It holds the room number the user wants to book or cancel. And the char another booking. The another booking tracks if the user wants to perform any other action. The another booking tracks if the user wants to perform any other action. And when this is done, we call in the initialize rooms. This basically sets up the rooms. Yeah, we move on to the displaying menu. The display menu is the do curly bracket and the printf hotel reservation system, the printf displaying rooms, book a room, cancel reservation and exit. The printf enter your choice and the scan f %d and choice. Yeah. So now this part of the code from line 31 to 34, this part of the code, this prints the menu for the user to select. It prints the menu for the user to select. That's what it does. And the printf you are seeing here, the printf outputs the text. The printf, it outputs the text for the user to be able to select, and the scanf reads the user's input and stores the choice. So the scanf is basically the function that allows the user to be able to make a decision, that's choose an option from the menu selection and stores it in the choice. Then we move on to the next part of our code, that's the 36, that's the handling user line 36, that's the handling user choices, in which we have the switch choice, and under the switch choice you have four cases there. That's the first case, displaying the rooms, displaying of the rooms. Then we break, then case 2 we have the printf enter the room number to book, the scanf %d and the room number, and the book room into brackets room number, and you will break. In the case 3 also has the printf enter room number to cancel, scanf %d and the room number, and the cancel reservation to bracket room number, then we break. And that's what applies for the case 4 also. You have the printf exiting and saying the goodbye, then return 0, then the default printf invalid choice. So now this part of the code from line 36 to 50, the switch statement you are seeing there, the switch statement checks what the number the user entered and runs the matching book. The switch statement, let me repeat it again, it checks the number the user entered and runs the matching block. So for example, the case 1 calls the display rooms and shows the rooms available. The case 1 calls the display rooms and shows the rooms available. And the case 2, it asks for a room number, that's the entire room you want to book, asks for a room number, and it calls the book room. And the case 3 also asks for a room number to cancel and calls the cancel reservation. And the case 4 exits the program. And the default you see here catches the invalid input in case you have the room ranging from 501 to 510. In case the user enters 511, the default the default is here, catches the room number the user entered as an invalid choice. Therefore, he or she has to enter the appropriate number. Yeah, and the break you see here on each of the cases, the break you see here, it simply ensures the program doesn't run the next case by accident. So it gives the each and every case a turn to run. So it's like it stops every case and makes other case to follow. It doesn't make any program come and run before another case. It doesn't make any case run before another case. That's what it does. And we move on to the ask if the user wants to make another booking or continue the booking. And when we come here, we have the printf another action. We have the printf another action y or n. And you have the scanf %c another booking. We have the while another booking is equal to small y and another booking is equal to big Y. So now we have the also the printf exiting a goodbye and a return 0. So now from explaining our code from line 52 to 57 is basically the do while loop. Let's start with the do while loop. The do while loop keeps running the menu until the user says no. That's the user can choose between the n, the small n, or the big N. That's the user what the user can choose. It runs the loop, it runs the menu until the user says no. And the scanf %c and another booking you see here on this line. What it simply does is it reads the user's input. It reads the user's input and it prevents issues with the leftover new line characters. That's what it does. The scanf, it reads the user's input and prevents leftover issues. Prevents with leftover issues. New line characters. It prevents with leftover issues with new line characters. So when the user types another thing other than the y, the small y, or the big Y, the loops ends. The loop ends because in the loop the parameters that were given were small y or big Y. So any other alphabet apart from the small y and the big Y, it ends the loop. Then finally the program says goodbye and the return 0 runs, which signals that the program has finished successfully. Yeah. So a wrap up of this whole part of the code is that this part controls the flow of the program. It presents a menu, takes the user's input, and calls the right functions to handle the reservations. It, it loops the users it loops the right functions to handle reservations until the user decides to stop the loop. Thus, this section is like the receptionist of the hostel, or hotel or anything you take it as. That's they take your request, they take your details that and they put you at the right place you want. That's basically the what this part of the code talks about. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Martey of Group 22, and today we are going to be talking about the initialized room. And the initialized rooms of this code is basically the most important and basically the whole code, because this part of the code shows the availability, price, and number of the rooms. So that CHAR asterisk is known as entry string or text, and the room types max rooms is an array of 5 rooms, as you can see: single, double, suite, deluxe, and elite. And for the loop is going to be int I is equal to 0, I less than max rooms, I plus plus. Which this part of the code, the loop allows the user to run the code for at most 5 times. At most 5 times. That is to like maybe book a room, cancel it, or maybe book another one. Okay. And rooms at the next line, which is room I, this part of the code allows the user to allows the program to calculate for the price of each room. As you can see, if a user selects, let's say double, it's going to be 1 plus 1, which is going to be 2 times 100 times 100, which is going to be 200 if a user selects double. And if a user selects suit, it's going to be 2 plus 1, which is going to be 3 times 100, which is going to be 300, the price for the suit room. Okay. And the next line is going to be the next line, that's printf, which is almost like printf, but instead of printf, it doesn't print on the screen, it saves. Okay, thank you.
So continue from where my group member left off. So void display rooms is a functionality that displays the rooms available in the system. And then the printf room number, type, price, and availability. It prints a column header of the room number, the type, the price, and then the availability. And then for int I equals 0, it starts a loop that displays the room number of rooms in the system. And then the max rooms is the maximum number of rooms. So printf percentage %d, percentage %t, percentage %s, and this one prints the details of the room number, the type, the price, and then the availability. So the room number is the room number is the prints the room number, the available room numbers, and then the room I type prints the available room types, and then room I price prints the room prices, and then room I is available using the room I is available function. So if room is available, it prints available, and then if the room is booked, it prints booked. Then to avoid the book room is a functionality that helps in booking a room. So if room number is less than 1, room number is greater than max rooms, so there is room available. So printf room is unavailable or invalid. So if the room number you enter is less than 1 or is greater than the max rooms, then it prints room is unavailable, or what you selected is invalid. Else, if what you selected was available, this function would work. So rooms, which is room number minus 1 is available, is equal to false. So printf room percentage d successfully booked. So if your room number is less than 1, to print false. And then if it isn't, it will print your room is successfully booked. Thank you.
Guys, I'm Khalid, counselor as I'm a team lead. This is the last part of the code, which is the cancel reservation. Yeah, from this cancel reservation, it's just something simple that we all have to know. So the code as well, from the code as well, well, this is how the cancel reservation is done using the code without any hesitation or any problem. So right from there, this is the steps that you need to know if you want to cancel a hostel for someone. So here, right from here, you need to know the number of room available for you to cancel or the particular room you want to cancel. So knowing from here the room number that you want to cancel, if the room number is less than 1, then that means you're gonna get negative numbers, including 0. So right from there, you need to know that no, the printf over there is gonna give you not booked or invalid because there is no room that has a negative number or 0. Every room started from 1 to 3 and above. So right from there, you need to change and do the right thing by getting a particular figure or a particular digit of a number which you want to cancel so that you can run your code. So right from there, me knowing that this room number 1 is available for me to cancel, I will just log in the room number, which is the digit. I'll just log in, it's available to cancel. So as I've done over here, you can see that the printf is giving me a reservation for the room number to be canceled. So right from there, that's why you come to check the room availability. And the checking from the room availability, this purpose is where to help you check if the room is available for you to return or for you to cancel. Yes, if it is available for you to cancel, that means that the code is going to run. But if it is false, then that means you're going to run an error. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, it's Nathan and I'm here to go over our hotel reservation system with you. So let's get right into it. So we have our code here, so I'm going to run it. So now it comes as a menu. So enter a choice. So I'm going to enter my first choice, which is option 1 to display the available rooms. So 1. So now these are the available rooms, rooms 1, numbered 1 up to 5. We have. So I'll choose. Now it's asking me another question, another action, Y or N, which means do I want to perform another action, yes or no? So I'll choose Y to display the menu again. So now display the available rooms, book a room, cancel reservation. So I'm going to book a room this time because I already know which room are available. So 2, book a room. Now enter room number to book. So I'll book room number 5 because it's the elite. So now room number 5 has been successfully booked. So now, would you like to perform another action? Yes. So now I'd like to display which rooms have been booked and which rooms are available. So this time I'll go back to option number 1 again. So now it shows us that the first 4 rooms, room 1, 2, 3, and 4 are available, but room number 5 has been booked. So now I'll choose Y to perform another action to cancel reservations for room number 5. So Y. So now I'll go with option 3 to cancel reservation. So now enter room number to cancel. That will be 5. Then now reservation for room 5 is cancelled. So now I'll go with Y again to display the menu once more, and I'll tap strike 4 to exit the system. So now I'm exiting the system. As you can see, the message displaying right here. Thank you so much for listening and paying attention to our hotel reservation system, and I hope you enjoyed our video. Thank you.